Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates, lovers to lovers, friends to enemies to lovers, welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Joseph, your co-host, joined by my lovely co-host Ben Chan. And guys,
So,
we have an episode for you all today. It's an episode, and it's going to have episode things in it where we talk about anime and whatnot, and the same old jazz that we do here on the podcast. But Ben, before we do that, what's up, man? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. It was Easter. We all went home to our
was
families.
Easter.
I got a big old panza after eating all that chocolate, and it really wasn't good, Ben. I pigged out this weekend. It was insane. I ate a lot
Yeah.
of food. It was bad.
Yeah, same.
So, so we're back on the
Every time I
grind.
go home, my mom always makes stuff, and
I
then
know, dude.
it's usually for a holiday, so I usually end up getting a bunch of candy, which
Mhm.
I've been staying away from.
Yes.
But then, I don't know. I have to eat it. I feel
Right?
bad if I don't eat
Exactly. No, like I had banana pudding. I mean, there was some
it. Yeah.
there was some pretzels with some chocolate and like M&Ms in them, and I was like, oh my god, I feasted. And then, not to mention, I ended up, one of my buddies who I go to college with lives in San Antonio, and so Saturday night, him and I ended up linking up, and we went out to some bars since we had some drinks too, and I was like, oh, there's more calories down the drain, and it was just so
Yep.
much food. I went to Papados, shout out Papados on Friday, and had some calamari, some alligator. I try to be healthier, have some fish, but it's
Yeah.
tough, man. It's tough. But
It
Ben,
is.
this leads me into a funny story. Oh gosh, dude, I need to figure out what's wrong with like my Razer like thing, because sometimes my mic volume just starts bugging out because of I don't know, my keyboard. It's weird. But regardless, what was I saying? Oh yeah, funny story. So yeah, I went out of town this weekend, Friday, Saturday, to San Antonio, which is where some of my family is. And I didn't go to the gym Friday or Saturday. And I've recently been on like a gym thing where I'm trying to go as much as possible. And
Mhm.
I get back to my college and I'm like, all right, I need to go to the gym. It's been 2 days. Like, let's go lock in. I took some pre-workout too. I just bought this new tub of pre-workout and I was like, all right, let's try it. I'm geeked. I'm ready to go.
I'm geeked.
And then I get to the gym and I pull on the door and it doesn't
Closed.
open. It's closed for Easter.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm like, I'm not missing the gym. I need to do something. So I had an epiphany. There's this gym that opened up in Fort Worth, where I'm from, where I'm in college right now. And it's called Absolute Recomp. And it is like Ben, you should look it up if you have your, or I can send you
Yeah,
the
let me look it
Instagram.
up.
Look them up on Instagram too. Absolute Recomp. It is like an influencer gym, dude. It is like, so it's opened up a while back. My friend works there, and he said this place is insane. It's crazy. It's like an influencer gym. Like as soon as you walk in, it's just like there's tubs of pre-workout. They have their merch. It's like granite countertops. It's
Yeah.
insane. Then you walk in, and then it's just boom, so much equipment. And I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to check this place out, and I was like, I'm gonna go do it because I saw that they
This
were
place
open on
looks kind of
Easter.
crazy.
It's crazy, Ben. It's insane. So I went, but Ben, right away, I'm like, all right, how much for a day pass? They said $27, and I was like,
Yeah. That's no.
so I paid $27 for a day pass, Ben, and I was
So
there for 2 hours trying to get my
I
money's
had
worth.
a I had a similar experience.
Hmm.
The last time I went down to Corpus,
Yeah,
I I went to a Crunch Fitness, and I assumed that since I have a Crunch membership here in San Antonio,
they don't work,
that I could just
unfortunately.
walk in,
I thought the
be
same
like,
thing.
"Hey, scan my thing," and go in. But no, you have to have
No.
like an upgraded membership, which is annoying.
Hmm.
So whatever. So the first time I tried going, I was trying to sort this all out. Like, hey, can you just let me in? Keep in mind, it was at like 11 o'clock at night,
Of course.
and they didn't let me in. I was like,
Ooh.
that's fine. So I bit the bullet. I bought the day pass, which was like $17, which was really stupid.
Yeah, dude, day passes are so overpriced, but
And then so I did that the last time, and
mhm.
then this weekend I went in the morning, and I was like, you know, I really don't want to pay the $20, so I just scanned my thing and I walked in, and no one said anything. And I did my workout and I left. Then I did the same thing Saturday. And I'm like, okay, I'll just
Oh no.
not pay,
Fair. You're already paying a membership, so
right? So
Oh no.
Maybe they don't care that much. At least at chain gyms.
Oh, so that's it.
But
There's
yeah.
there's no but. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought this was there was going to be
No.
like
I
a
was
and
saying
then
like I was not gonna pay for a day pass, so I
that's
just walked in.
smart. Yeah, that's fair, man. That's fair. That's so fair. But yeah, so it was tough, but dude, it was amazing. The gym was so sick. I walk in, they have hexagonal like LED lights from above,
Yeah.
and they change like colors like every 10 minutes. So it went from white to like yellow and then to red. And so the whole gym is
Red?
like neon red. Yeah, dude, it's
I
trippy.
would
And so
not like that.
you're lifting and you just feel like a beast. And then I was like, I need to try everything. I go into the restroom. It's immediately like heated. Like the restroom is like heated. It's hot. It's warmer in there, so it feels like fresher. So you walk
Yeah.
in there. They have like water filling stations like built into the wall. It's insane, dude. They have this sick mural of Fort Worth, like with neon signs of a bunch of bulls. I'll send you the Fort Worth
Yeah.
one, Ben. It's
I
crazy.
can't I don't even want to imagine how much the monthly membership is for that
Yeah,
place.
I don't know,
Maybe like
but
$60.
yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Let me see. Where is oh, here it is. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. So I did that and then we got some groceries and it was a good weekend. It was fun. Then I got to catch up on some anime. I think while I was in the gym, I usually try and watch an episode of anime, especially when it's on the weekend to get
Yeah.
ready for the podcast. So I watched Fire Force and it was kind of like a fight hype episode, so that even got me more pumped. So it was a
Hmm.
good time. But then, Ben, I went to the grocery store to get some groceries. I'm trying to be healthier, right? So, but I've been craving chips. And so
Yeah.
I came across a new obsession, which is popcorners. I really
Oh my
like
gosh.
popcorners, man. They're so
Tight,
good.
tight, tight.
Exactly. I saw the Breaking Bad ad and I laughed.
Not good.
And then I was like,
See,
they're kind of like their air. It's like it feels like a lot of
if
air.
you want to get like, I recently came across these things. They're like little rice cake bites,
Oh, okay.
but they're
Yeah.
flavored. And
Okay.
they're really good.
Yeah.
I would get rice cakes are really good. Just
Mhm.
they're nothing.
Yeah.
It's
So
like empty calories.
exactly. And that's why I've kind of been eating these because it's like 120 calories per like 21 chips is what they say
Yeah.
for that. So I'm like, okay, if I have like 10, that'll fill me and it's like 60 calories. I'm like, I'll take that. I'll bite that bullet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been like my obsession. So that's been fun. But we're up. So it's been a good weekend. But yeah, it sucks because I was in San Antonio and Ben's not in San Antonio. But
Yeah, you scare me
I am gonna
off.
see our boy this weekend. So it'll be a good
Our
time.
boy.
Yeah, our biggest
I'm not
boy.
for the street show stuff.
Sorry, my fault. But
I'll say that. I never say that.
so so yeah, it'll be a good time. Then yes, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good.
Be fun.
I only have. It's kind of it hasn't hit me yet, and I'm curious to see this with you. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm a senior, about to graduate college, and I have 3 weeks less than 3 weeks now because Monday's over.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hit me yet, Ben. I don't think it's hit me. And what's crazy is next week, on next Thursday, is my last final. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I technically have 2 weeks left, and it's just it hasn't hit me yet. It hasn't. I haven't started packing, which I probably am gonna need to start doing soon.
When do you move out?
May 11th, the day after
Oh, so you're like
graduation.
gone.
Yep, I'll be back in the hometown.
Yeah,
So
it never really hit me because
that's right.
I for one I graduated at a weird time. I
Hmm.
graduated in the fall semester. So my ceremony was in December.
Yeah.
And then I was still working at the school. Like I had a
Hmm.
contract with the school for wait, I take that back. I technically graduated in August
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
I was working at the school through December
Hmm.
up until my ceremony. And so it didn't really feel like I graduated because after work I would just go to the school and work a little more.
Yeah.
And I'd still see everyone that was still there. I was like, okay. Like the only thing that was different is I didn't have work to do, which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't really hit me. Yeah, it still really hasn't, to be honest. It's almost
Oh,
been a year, so
that's wild.
yeah, it's weird.
But no, I mean that's fair. So, do a lot of the people you work with did you go to school with them or no? Right?
Well, at the job I'm at now, a lot of them went to UTSA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have 3 or 4 people that I had classes with that have the same position as me.
Yeah,
So that's kind of nice, but
there you go. Okay,
yeah.
well, that's nice. So yeah, but yeah, moral of the story hasn't hit me yet, and I'm excited for the summer, man, because
Hmm.
I feel like we both have a lot of plans, some for this channel, and just yeah, with life, I'm just gonna try and enjoy it as much as possible before the next
Yeah.
steps in the future happen. So
Well, you'll
yeah,
be back in school before you know it, so it's okay.
yeah, exactly.
It's
So
not really over.
it's not, but yeah, so that's what. But yeah, I'm excited for the summer. It should be a good time. But
Yeah.
yeah, enough of that, man. I mean, unless you got anything else to talk about, anything else fun been going on?
No,
No.
not really.
I tried, man. I tried.
It's okay. It's
Um,
okay.
I feel like there was something. No, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, basketball playoffs started. Rockets lost the first game to the Warriors, so it's okay. I'm fine. So it's all right. Oh
Okay.
well, there is something fun actually. Ben, this week is it the 20th anniversary of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, and it's coming out
Oh,
in theaters
really?
again. So yeah,
Oh.
so I'm gonna be watching it this Thursday with our buddy Carson.
Oh.
So yeah, you know what's so funny? I was
Garson.
thinking about it. It would have been so funny to have him on for April 1st. That would have been.
Garson?
Yes, I think that would have been so funny, and have him talk about Elden Ring and the Elden Ring anime stuff.
That'd have been that'd be cool.
That would have been funny. So who knows? Because he's always asking me, he's like, "Let me on the podcast," and I'm like, "What are you gonna talk about?" And then he's like, "I can talk about the
It's
Elden Ring anime." And I'm like, "I guess." So.
crazy. You
Mhm.
know, the other day a part of me was itching to play Elden Ring,
Oh
and I don't know
no,
why.
no.
Because I still have to finish it before you do, and I have
Yeah.
time.
So
Because I
Carson
know you're
told
putting
me
it off.
I have 3 bosses left, and that has low key made me want to try and do it.
Like,
But main bosses
okay.
in the
So you haven't
story.
done like Millennia,
No, no,
right?
no, no, no. They're still yeah.
Okay.
So these are just the 3 ones to say you have completed the main game. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean that's kind of low key giving me like maybe some hope. But especially because
I
he's saying
think
the 2 after this one that I'm fighting are easier. So I'm like, but I don't know.
I think I think in order for you to like say you beat the game, you have to be
Oh,
Millennia.
I agree. I would. I don't. That's
Okay,
actually
good.
not true. I don't know. That's
See,
dude. That's so stressful.
when I watch people play it, like all that goes through my head is like all you have to do is memorize the pattern
Hmm.
and then roll.
Yeah,
And I don't like it seems so easy,
it
but
does.
the part
It's
that
just
I haven't
not
wrapped my head around in a game is like it kind of just throws you in and I don't know where to go. But I guess that's the whole point
exactly.
of it.
Yeah. No, I
And
agree.
whenever I bought it, I kind of just like wanted to fight the bosses.
Hmm.
But people I've heard people say just like you have to enjoy the game for what it is and explore and do all that.
No, forget
No?
that. No,
Oh.
forget that. It's. I'm trying to
But how
get
do you
through.
then
I'm trying to
you
get through
can't get
this
good
as
gear?
soon as possible.
Oh
That's what they
gosh.
said. Whenever I was fighting the Godskin duo, that's what Carson kept telling me. He's like, dude. He's like, go buy sleep potions, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to. And I'm just like, that sounds like too much work, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to fight it until I get it. And eventually, I got it.
Yeah.
It just took probably a lot longer than it should have, but I was just like, I don't know how to do anything in this game, so I'm just gonna
Mhm.
whatever's working works. So, so yeah, but who knows? Maybe eventually I'll get to it. I don't know. We'll see.
No.
But yeah, that's because one day I hopped on. I gave it the boss like 2 tries that I'm on, and then I was like, nope. And then I just turned off the game. I just couldn't. You know, I will say though, if I had an Elgato or some way to stream it or like put it on like to record it, I feel like that might incentivize me to do it more. So
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I'll look into getting an Elgato
What
to
do you
use.
have it on?
Yeah,
PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll ask Matthew to borrow his since he hasn't used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe who knows? We'll see what happens. But that's just been that. Who knows? Because I do want to do more gaming stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny. So,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. But Anyways, Ben, it is time to move on to some anime to talk about what we're here for, the meat and potatoes. I what happened? Something happened, and I got like insulted. But my friend was like, "Oh yeah, you like anime?" and was talking about like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "Oh my god." It was very insulting. But yeah,
Oh wait,
regardless, what's up?
before okay, so for Lent I gave up TikTok, right? And
Yes, I
so
saw your back. I finally been seeing your
yes,
reposts. Yes, we missed
yes,
you.
and so my For You page has kind of been like it kind of just like picked up where it left off. Like I'm still in the same groups and whatnot.
Yeah,
I've noticed I'm seeing the same memes that I've seen on Instagram and whatnot.
that's good.
But like last month, there was this whole trend with Blue Lock edits, and there's a trend where it's like, oh, what's your favorite character? And then it's a picture of you, and then there's this like AI transition that morphs you into the character. Like you put in
Okay.
another picture and it fills in the frames.
Yeah.
And there's been this whole like train of hate on AI, and I thought it was really funny,
Yeah.
but
It
there's been
is what
some
it
cool
is.
edits out of it.
I felt really bad. I changed my profile picture on one of my Instagram accounts to the Studio Ghibli like thing, and then I
Yeah.
was like, I kind of feel bad about this, so I changed it.
See,
It sucks though because it looks
like
so it's so aura, and it's just bad, and I want to use it.
I just feel like people are throwing the term AI around
Okay.
because like in video editing and stuff like that, there's an effect in After Effects called Twixtor. And what Twixtor does is it kind of takes your frame rates and you
Hmm.
can adjust it and it'll add frames in between.
What? How is that even
Yeah,
possible?
it because it takes think of it like animating with like they have keyframes and there's people that
Yeah.
fill in between. That's all it's doing. It takes one
Whoa.
frame and the next frame and it creates more frames in between that.
Yeah.
And
That's
when I was thinking when I saw
crazy.
this trend, I was like, I don't really think this is AI because all it's doing is it has one image and another image and it's filling in between. And it's
Mm.
like what this effect does in After Effects, but no one bats an eye about that. I just think I think there are some what is it like there are some concerns, I don't think AI should replicate arts and stuff like
Of
that.
course. Yeah.
Like it can, but maybe there's not maybe it's
Yeah.
not a good thing
I'm sure
to
I'm
use.
I'm sure we talked about this on the podcast whenever it was
Yeah.
relevant, but um I remember one of my favorite horror movies of last year. It was called Late Night with the Devil,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
it was an independent film, and it was made on a very very small budget, and it got a lot of controversy and hate because all it did was it used AI for its so the whole point of the movie, sorry, I'll try and be quick about it. The whole point of the movie
Hmm.
is it's a late night talk show and like the 80s 70s style talk show, late night talk show host. And so one of the things that they would do, it was a Halloween special of the taping. And so what they would do is to make it look authentic, they would show like title cards in between, like on SNL they have like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
host or whatever doing the cards, and these cards would say like Happy Halloween, and they were like skeletons and jack-o'-lanterns and whatnot. And it turns out that these title cards or calling cards, whatever you will, were actually AI, and it got a lot of hate and controversy online, which I think
Yeah.
kind of sucks, man. It's like because I mean, sure, they could have obviously gotten somebody to do the budget, like to make something for it, but it's like they were a small studio and they were just
Yeah.
trying to probably think of something fast. And it's like, I think people were complaining though because like the skeletons, like the hands are like all like weird and like it obviously didn't look like
Wasn't it
polished.
also like only in the movie for like five
Yes,
seconds
yeah,
or
it's in the
something?
movie for like yeah, like just a couple of seconds while it's like a
Yeah.
transition thing. So it's really quick too. It's really brief. And it got a lot of hate and people were boycotting it because of that, which I think is just wrong, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's still I think it was one of the best horror movies of last year, and it just sucks that it's getting like diminished because of stuff like that. And it's like
Yeah.
for us too, it's like I mean, can you really hate people like say you and me if we're trying to do stuff for like this like small thing that's not getting funded or anything, and we're just like, oh, we can just use AI to make like cool images of ourselves to use for like thumbnails or whatnot for like how I have this like thing of power right here in this corner. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't, we couldn't have more of that. So I don't know. It's tough. It sucks, but
There's
yeah.
definitely like I think use case scenarios for it.
Hmm.
Some are more warranted than others. Some
Absolutely.
aren't warranted, but
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a tool.
Yeah. Right. And it's just with any tool, you just
You can
can't
use it.
abuse it. It's like alcohol.
Yeah. It's a drastic comparison.
It's a comparison nonetheless.
Okay. Good
But
enough.
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. It's how you use the tool, right? So yeah. Oh man, I was about to get very political. No, we don't have to go down that hole. But yeah. So
Emotion of the ocean, Joseph.
the motion of the ocean, correct. But yeah, so that is so AI. It's crazy. I mean, who knows, Ben? What if we start seeing that in anime? They're just like,
Oh, that would cause riots, I
oh
think.
yes, it would. It
That's
would.
just like,
Shit, man, it would help Mappa a lot. I'll tell you that much.
gosh.
So
Now that you mention it, I feel like there was some.
there
I feel like I
has to
saw
have
something
been.
about
I
that.
wonder if has an anime used like AI. That's a interesting. Let's see.
Uh, well,
Which is officially released is being called the first anime to be made with more than 95% AI tools. It's using it notably
what?
by Netflix and Toei Animation.
What?
What?
It's a show?
Apparently, there's okay. Oh, I have heard about this show. Wait. Let me make sure it's what is it called? Um, where is it? Where is it? There was a show that I think used AI and it was like really really bad.
Really?
Is this Hima? Is that what it's called? Let me see. I feel like I saw a video about this. I don't know. Huh, regardless. I'm gonna have to look into this more. I apologize. But yeah. Okay,
Oh,
apparently there
so
is one that has used 95% AI tools.
yeah,
Wow.
there's startup companies in Japan that offer like AI image generation services. So like what we were talking about earlier, like there's key animators and
Yeah,
then like lower level people fill it in between. But these companies just have an AI do that,
yeah.
the in betweens, which
I
is
was gonna say I think there's even like some like art tool things have done that before. Like I swear I've seen like a thing where I feel like I've used a program where it's like to animate like a ball bouncing or something like that. If you draw like a ball here and then a ball here and then like the
mhm.
third one, like again those keyframes, it fills in those
Yeah,
like little tiny little spaces and kind of
yeah,
makes it flow. So it's weird. Yeah, and AI is weird. It's something that yeah, like we said, is evolving and it's changing, and it's all about how we use it and perceive it.
yeah.
So yeah, it's important to learn and just stay up to date and understand why people use it. So yeah, it's interesting. But yes, enough of that, Ben. It's time to talk about some anime stuff. We
Hmm.
yeah, let's take the AI out of anime, right? So
This is
here
true.
we go. I really don't have much news to talk about this week, but I am excited to talk a lot about our shows. Unfortunately, I haven't watched the newest episode of Loser Ranger, but I have seen the other shows I'm watching. But Ben, I did want to talk before that about the new Star Wars Visions stuff that's going on. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw a cut. I think it was leaked. It hasn't come out yet, right?
No, no, it is not.
Yeah, so it was a leaked cut from Vincent Charizard. No, that's not Charizard. What's his name? Vincent. It's the guy who does a lot of the One Piece cuts.
Hmm.
Vincent.
I don't know.
What? Vincent Chansard. Sorry, not Charizard. But he does a lot of the cuts. I think he's one of the few animators that kind of not. He does freelance work, but a lot of
Hmm.
the work he does is for Toei
Hmm.
and One Piece. And he has a cut in one of the Visions episodes. It's like a TIE fighter pilot fight scene in
Yeah.
space. It looks interesting.
Okay.
He has a really like unique style.
Hmm.
Not that it's bad animation, it's good. I just don't know if his style fits Star Wars. It feels kind of goofy,
Yeah, it's a little different. Um,
but it looked good. I wasn't.
I'm excited
It's
for
only
it.
like downside I had
Yeah, I'm excited
about
for it, especially because I feel like Star Wars has been in a really weird place recently, and
it.
so yeah,
Speaking of Star Wars, did you see the?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw that Anya Taylor-Joy like declined to be in
Oh.
it, and I was like, that's not a good look. But
uh,
yeah,
Maybe it'll be good. Maybe he'll be.
I I
Uh,
don't know if I want it to be good. I don't know. I've been so like Star Wars used to be amazing, and like I said, I'm excited to go watch Revenge of the Sith. But I don't know. There's just been
yeah.
it's been a lot of misses lately. I don't know what it is, man. Television just hasn't been what it used to be for me. Like I haven't felt any sense of urgency to watch The Last of Us season 2, like things like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with movies and television recently. Actually, that's not true. Movies have been good. I went to go see Warfare and Sinners, both of which were incredible,
That's good.
surprisingly. So, yeah, but yeah, I don't
Did you
know.
think Sinners had a pace issue?
Mm, that's a good question. Did you watch it?
No, I remember we were talking about it. Wait,
I think I don't know. Were we?
what? No, I saw it somewhere. I know we were talking
Interesting.
about Sinners, but then after we talked about it, I saw somewhere everyone said they had a
Yeah, well,
pace
so I
issue.
went into the movie. I went into the movie kind of being like, I didn't really like. I didn't have high hopes, but I had heard like people was saying that it was getting incredible reviews, and I was like, what? Because I saw the
Yeah.
trailer and I was like, this kind of looks like goofy and dumb. But I went to go watch it. It was really good. Michael B.
Yeah.
Jordan killed it. Haley Steinfeld was awesome. The message and the themes were pretty cool. So yeah, I liked it a lot. The pacing, it's very dialogue heavy, especially in the beginning, and then everything just
Yeah.
kind of happens really quickly. And like, I will say that, yeah, I didn't think about that, but I liked it. I liked the build up to it. I think it's a slow burn, and I like slow burns. So
Mhm.
yeah, I like getting invested. So I wouldn't say it had a pacing issue, but that's just me.
Okay.
So I think you should go watch it and think or see for yourself because it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was dope. But yeah, any news, Ben, that you have for us? Nothing
I
really.
don't think so.
Yeah, there's nothing really too crazy. I heard that
No,
My
I think
Hero's getting a new film, I think.
mm, I saw that the film that had came out recently is streaming
Oh.
on Crunchyroll. I don't know if they're getting another one.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I think you're
Yeah, I
right.
still need to watch that.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, no other news really. But that being said, we can hop into our shows. But Ben, I want to talk real quick about why it is one of our shows, but one of my shows at least, because I don't think you're watching it. The Can a Boy Girl
Oh
Friendship
gosh.
Survive? Ben, please catch up to it. It's only 3 episodes in. Please do it. Please. It got me. It got me hooked. It was a
Okay.
3 episode test. It was a 3 episode test and it worked. The first
Oh
episode,
no.
I was kind of like, okay. Second episode, I was locked in. And the third
Hmm.
episode, bro, I was like, I gulped down that hook. Like, it, it ends on
Hey,
such a, like, oh, it was so cringe. It was so hard to watch. It's a good show, man. It's such a fun concept because I don't
it was
know.
hard to watch, but it's good.
Yes, yeah, it was hard to watch because it felt so real. And so for you all, the main plot it revolves around these two people, a boy and a girl, who are in high school together. And the main character, it kind of gives me Dress Up Darling vibes, which Ben you'll like,
Yeah.
because the main guy is kind of obsessed with this he's obsessed with making jewelry. He's obsessed with making jewelry from flowers. And
Oh my gosh.
so pretty much he's obsessed with this jewelry thing and then one day he's kind of like he gets bullied for like obviously doing stuff with jewelry because he's a guy and it's like flowers and he like works in the garden. And then one day this girl shows up and they become best friends. And to commemorate them being best friends, he makes her a necklace, a choker, and
Mhm.
she always wears that choker now. And so it jumps to them in high school, and it turns out that they've become best friends now, but they've never had feelings for each other.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the girl introduces this guy to this other girl, who it turns out that the girl that the this new girl was actually the boy's childhood crush that got him into the jewelry and why he started making flowers, like was obsessed with flowers in the first
Yeah.
place. And so now it's this like weird love triangle, and the guy is kind of like the guy has always kind of had feelings for the main girl, but he never let them bubble up because they're best friends. And now
Mhm.
the main girl is like fully into him. She's like she fully wants to like get out of this like friend zone.
Yeah.
And now he's like
Oh
I can't be
gosh.
with her, so I have to be with this new chick. And
Yeah.
so oh my god, like it's crazy, bro. The way the third episode ends, like it's like stuff that you think would happen like the final episode type beat, and I'm just like this is crazy. So Ben, I
I
challenge
will
you to
watch it.
give it the 3 episode test. There's only 3 episodes out right now. Because I remember after the second one ended, I was like, "Oh my god, I need to watch the next episode." And then I fell to my knees when I realized only 2 episodes were out and started crying. So
It's I wonder if there's any romance shows that are only one season. Like the whole story is concluded within one
I
season.
feel like I've seen on TikTok like top romance shows that are only 12 episodes. So maybe I'm sure there
That would
definitely
be
are.
I feel like I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, because they're such money pits, dude. I mean, look at Rent a Girlfriend dragging that on for so long and it's working.
It's props.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, season 4?
Season 4, it is.
That's insane. And
Yeah,
people are still gonna watch it. Like
I
no
will.
questions
I'm
asked.
people. I will be
We will
there.
be
I
there.
will be there. So
I'm not watching it.
So yeah,
I'm not gonna
you
do it.
should watch. You should watch it though, Ben.
Yeah.
Give it 3 episode test. It's like I said, it definitely feels the My Dress Up Darling vibes. I will say, but yeah, that's just me. So not that it's better than My Dress Up Darling. I never said that, but
I mean, whatever. Don't
it's
even.
just again,
It's not
it's
possible.
like alcohol. It's like it's not a beer, but it's a seltzer and get you can get close. I need to stop. You are gonna think I have a problem, but
It's okay.
yeah, so I
We know
really
you have a
liked it.
problem.
It's been a lot of fun. The art's really good. I like it a lot. It's been fun. What can I say? So yeah, and it's different. It seems like I really like the aspect of the friendship, and it's nice because I feel like unlike other shows, we really quickly switch between both of their perspectives. So like in the moment,
Yeah.
we're hearing exactly what both of them is thinking, which I really
Oh, that's
like.
cool.
So yeah, there's no room for like misinterpretation except for what they're saying like out loud, which I
Yeah.
love. And yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. And then I really like just the aspect of a whole boy girl friendship because it's just something that I've, a guy, I'm sure guys, we've all been there. We've been in the friend zone or just like you're just like it's crazy because like what it's a social construct that we make up and we bind ourselves to, Ben.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to hear the logic of it all because they're like, oh, we can't be together because we're best friends. And then you're like, well, it's just like, sorry, it's too close
It's
to home.
okay. It's okay.
So yeah, yeah,
We know what you're saying. We hear you.
yes, thank you, thank you. So, so yeah, there we go. But pretty much that's that. Ben, I forget, are you watching a show that we're both not watching this season?
No, I said I need to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
so I will be.
You do, you do.
So I'll probably watch that one. I forgot the
Yes,
name already.
the one that I
Kind of boy girl friendship workout, whatever it's
yeah,
called.
can boy girlfriend should survive. Yes.
I don't pick another one. I don't know. I don't know if I should do two romances.
Eh.
I think there's been some shonen ones that I might check out, but we'll see.
Do you think Windbreaker is worth watching? Oh,
Yeah, I think it's.
you know what
I've
I
heard
just
very good.
realized? Sorry to
Uh-oh.
cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I just realized I never gave my thoughts on Code Geass ending.
You didn't. Oh my
No,
gosh.
that's crazy. I finished Code Geass. That's something that happened. I have
And
I have thoughts. I have thoughts, big
uh-oh.
thoughts. Um, I will say I'm very happy with how it ended
Okay,
because
that's good.
I I had seen that Lelouch died. I didn't know how, or I just assuming
Oh,
that he was gonna die. And
yeah.
I remember it was like a big climactic ending, but I just thought it's because he dies out of nowhere.
Mhm.
And so I was like, but then whenever I found out it was orchestrated by him to make, and then him and his best friend to just, change how the world perceived him and to unite the world, I thought that was really cool. That was a really good
Mhm.
ending. However, I do have a lot of, there were a lot of highs and a lot of lows throughout the show, Ben, for me, because I do feel
Really?
like a lot of it is like fluff. I really feel like there's a lot of fluff.
Think
I
so?
I do. I really like season one a lot, kind of the setup and the build up. And then season two, kind of just how long it takes them to figure out that, like, these are all spoilers, by the way, for Code Geass. And I don't know, season two, it kind of lingers too long on the fact for me that, like, they think his memories, like, hasn't returned. And then just this whole stuff with them introducing, like, his new brother that's not really his
Yeah.
brother. I don't know. It just all kind of didn't hit for me. It was all a little too unbelievable. And
Mhm.
then there's just this whole war going on, but it's like they just always have a surplus of like war stuff, war people ready, and there's just
Yeah.
so much fighting, and then it kind of feels like everything just becomes too grand scale too quickly, I think.
That's
And
fair.
at the end of the day, I'm like, what are they even fighting for?
Mhm.
Obviously I know what they're fighting for, but like I would just be like, oh, there's a battle going on right now. And I was just like, for like, what is the like, what is the what is this outcome of this battle affect? And yeah, I just kind of felt like that was all kind of at the forefront, whereas like the Lelouch stuff was kind of getting sidelined,
Mhm.
and which I felt like in season one they did a lot better job. And I loved when they focused on a lot more of the smaller characters, like Lelouch's relationships with like that Ginger Shirley. Like when she died, like when she in the first season when she like Lelouch wipes her memory and is
Yeah.
like, and I was just like, oh my, and like, oh, there were so many good moments like that. Him and his relationship with Karine was great. It was just seeing them like slowly, grow this like friendship and relationship, and then to become love interests at the very end, and then just
Mhm.
to see Lelouch kind of go into like this evil stage where he's not even like doesn't even talk to his best friend anymore. It was like I'm saying there were a lot of highs, but I think there were a lot of lows too. It kind of dragged on a couple of episodes. A couple of episodes I was a little bored, but in a lot of
Fair.
the episodes I was excited. I think it was a fun show, Ben. I'm glad I can say I've watched Code Geass now. It's
I'm glad you finally finished it.
yes, no, I know it took so long, and that's another thing. I didn't know if I was going to start another show this season because I wanted to watch like an older show. I like doing this
Uh-huh.
thing where I watch like an older show while watching like the weekly episodes as well. It does end up
Are you ever gonna
making
watch
me.
Slam Dunk?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to read it instead
That's fair.
because just the animation is way too old. Or
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, after Bleach, I'm like, oh, I kind of got worn out of that old animation. So yeah, and that's like old animation. So yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I definitely want to read Slam Dunk though. I have the first volume. I need to get the rest. So we'll see. But who knows? And there's so many shows I want to rewatch too, man. But yeah, sorry. Anyways, back to Code Geass. Yeah, it was great. CC was awesome. The reveals were a little again like I don't know. Some of it all just kind of the ending. I don't know. Like whenever we find out that Lelouch's dad was and his mom's actually alive because of, like she put her soul into that other girl. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, and then it turns out the mom and the dad are both bad guys, and they like did it for Lelouch, and they claim that they loved him. I don't know. It just all kind of came out of nowhere a little too fast, and then it all ends too fast, and then it kind of
Mhm.
just switches into this main plot. And then the way that the Black Knights were so quick to turn on Lelouch was kind of crazy. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it. I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking here. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I
It's good
wouldn't
to nitpick.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I hated the show or disliked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
You know?
I will say Lelouch's voice actor was really good. I really liked him.
Did
He
you
was
watch
really
it
good.
in dub or sub?
Sub in Japanese.
Okay. Yeah. They're
So
both really good.
really, I haven't
I
heard the
think
dub
Code
at all.
Geass is one of the shows where it's just, or one of the few shows where it's just like you can watch it in dub or sub, and all the voice actors are
Hmm.
equally as good.
Yeah.
Some might say the dub is even better. It's kind of like Edge Runners, I think.
Real? It's that
People,
good. Dang. Okay. I need to
pretty
check it
good.
out. Maybe I should have. Yeah. But
Especially the scene where like Shirley dies.
yeah,
Really good voice acting.
yeah. Oh, that's good. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, that was sick. But I don't know. There's a lot of debate that goes on online apparently about whether or not it's better than it gets compared a lot to Death Note. And
Really? Oh,
yeah,
I can see that.
and I still think I'd give it to Death Note. But I think it's
Hard to
harder
say.
because Code Geass stuff has 2 seasons. So I could see why that would give it some bias towards Code Geass because it gives a lot more time to develop characters. But
Hmm.
I think I'd still give it to Death Note, man. I don't know. It's tough. What
I
do you
think we're gonna
think?
have to. I would disagree on this one.
Really? Yeah, I mean that's
I
fair. I
really liked
think
Code Geass.
yeah, that's
I was
fair.
really into it. I don't know why, but
Yeah, no. Suzuki was cool. He was cool. I liked his dynamic with Lelouch and how he was this Japanese person who was joining forces with Britannia. It was
hmm
cool. It was cool. I liked their dynamic and then how it ends. It was nice. And then with Ananali, the whole reveal that she was actually not blinded and that the whole like his mother's death was a stage. It was cool. There were some cool moments like that, but I feel like it all happens too quickly at the end, and then you're
hmm
just kind of just like boom, the big climax. So yeah, I wish that those reveals were kind of spread out throughout the show a bit more. But yeah, it was good. I'm glad I watched it, and I'm excited to see whatever show I watch next. I think Farron would be a good shout, Ben. I think I need to watch Farron.
a good show.
So
It's very like grounded and relaxing, but there's
mhm.
also moments that get you invested.
Okay,
It's really good.
yeah, that's what I
Uh,
hear. And with the Crunchyroll Awards coming up, I think it'd be good to watch it. So yeah. But anyways, sorry for that little rant. We kind of got sidetracked there. We're kind of all over the
okay,
place this episode, which is
they
good.
are.
So yeah, back to the shows, Ben. I think the other ones that we are watching, I didn't unfortunately. I was like I said, I was busy unfortunately, so I didn't get to catch up fully with Go Go Loser Ranger. I watched the first
All
episode
right.
though of season 2, and it got me back into it, dude. Right where we left off, like you said,
Good, right?
and I got pumped. I got pumped to get back into the world. We see that what happens. He gets assigned to the Green Rangers, which they're
Yeah.
going to now hunt the like other bosses that are like out there
hmm
and find them, which he's hyped about because it seems like he's kind of becoming he's playing both sides. He's trying to get rid of the Ranger force, but then he's also trying to destroy all the bosses.
Yeah.
So he's kind of playing both sides, which I like. I like the direction this is going. And I forgot. I feel like I never see the manga in Barnes and Nobles, but I went to the Barnes and Noble in San Antonio and I got to see them all. So I will say, dude, you guys in San Antonio have such a better collection of stuff, man. Like there is
All right.
so much Bleach manga. Like I
Yeah.
swear, every time I go to the one here, I only see like 1 or 2 volumes. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But yeah, Loser Rangers, it was a good episode. I liked it. It was good. I'm excited to keep watching it. I like it a lot. I like the whole. It's just fun. It's
Mhm.
just cool. It's
It
very
is fun.
unique. But so yeah, that's that. I mean, Ben, do you have anything else to say about it? It's pretty cool,
No, I like it. I'm glad we started watching that show whenever it
right?
came out.
I feel like that and Call of the Night have been our two gems that we've like found
Yeah.
because I feel like I
Yeah.
never hear anybody talk about Loser Ranger. So yeah,
No.
it was a good. It was
I just
definitely a
remember
good
seeing
thing.
it like on TikTok about like before it came out.
Hmm.
There's like this one post and it was like, "This is Power Rangers and the boys like mixed together."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
No, it's a really cool concept. But moving on to our next show, Ben, we got episode 2 of My Hero Vigilantes, and I kind of like this episode a lot as well. I think that
yeah,
this one was exciting, and it kind of got me more about what this show is going to be about, and I liked it. I liked it. We get to see our Eraserhead come back, and then we get to see our first like real fights. The villains that they're going to be trying to target that are making this drug to
hmm
enhance villains' quirks. And then we get more stuff with our main character, who's also named Koichi, which is a JoJo reference. So that's cool. We get to see more Pop Step. We get a good fight. It was fun. It was just a whole action packed episode with nothing more you could really ask for. It was good.
One thing that I noticed that like My Hero started doing it in season 7 too,
Mm-hmm.
but in this they started at like visually showing like the effect sounds or whatever
Hmm.
with the comic book effects. I like that. I think
Yes.
that's fun. My Hero started doing that. I thought that was cool
Heck
because the
yeah.
manga does that. Or I think a lot of manga just does that in general.
Hmm.
But I think it's cool that My Hero actually like animates it out or whatever. I think
Agreed.
that's a cool addition.
Agreed.
But yeah, we finally get some grounding into like what the plot is gonna be about.
Hmm.
It's gonna be these three just tracking down this drug, which seems like a very fitting like street level vigilante kind of plot.
Yeah.
Not like there's this country level super villain that's gonna destroy everything.
Hmm.
It's nice. It's like grounded. It's fun. It'll be fun. I'm
Exactly.
enjoying.
So yeah, I agree. It's been good. I'm excited to see. It seems like there's quite a bit of volumes, and I'm excited to see if we eventually get any more cameos from other heroes who else makes an appearance. So
That'd be cool.
yeah, it'll be sick. I did notice though that it's actually not written or drawn by the original creator of My Hero. It's just inspired
Mhm.
by his work, which I also kind of saw was the case for that new spin-off manga for JoJo's that came out, which is
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. It's like Shine Bright Your Demonic Heart or something like that, which
Mhm.
follows Josuke with Whole Horse, which is a cool story. So yeah, I like these little spin-offs. They're cool, and it's cool to see it gain such traction and success that it's had so many manga volumes already. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think most of
super
the time
sick.
it's just I think it might be assistants that
Yeah.
get like the go ahead to make these stories, which I think is cool.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. So, My Hero Vigilantes. There you go. There you go. Next up, last but certainly not least, Fire Force season 3, episode 3 is
Hmm.
out, and we get an awesome battle between Joker, Shinra, and his name's Shinra, right? Is it Shinji?
Yeah,
Oh, Shinra, right? Okay,
genre.
Shinra versus Captain Burns. Burns. um, I love the I love the voice acting in the show. So it's so funny how they say everything. So yeah, we
Yeah.
get a fight between them. We get to see Captain Burns show off his awesome powers as Shinra and Joker try and rescue Captain Obi. I think that's his name.
Obi.
So
Yep.
yeah, it was a cool action-packed episode. We also get some stuff from the other eighth. It was funny. We actually I don't think we see Arthur at all in this episode, which is pretty
We
funny.
see his legs
We
for a
see his
second, I
legs for a
think.
frame. Yes, exactly. So that was funny. But yeah, it seems like the fight is just getting started, and I'm really hoping. I really hope this kind of arc of Fire Force kind of turns into like a Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc where we just get some dialogue and then it's just all out fighting. So
I think that's what it is,
that's what I hear.
if I remember
So
correctly. But one I felt like nothing happened this episode.
okay, I kind of did too. I feel like
I was
Captain
upset that the
they
fight didn't at least the fight felt like it didn't go anywhere.
it felt like they hit him once and then he blocked it and then he just kind of started powering up the whole episode. And then it
For real.
switches to us seeing the white clad and then them starting to fight and then it's just kind of ending the episode.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who felt that. But yes,
I'm hoping this isn't gonna be like I know it's gonna be a long season, like episode wise, but like
the fights aren't long.
I hope it doesn't feel
Yeah.
long, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But
So we'll see.
so far this one definitely dragged a tad bit. But I'm hoping that was just because we were getting a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
So, and I'm also hoping that it kind of gives me hope, Ben, that maybe I was gonna ask to do some speculation here, but I feel like you know what happens, right?
Yep.
Oh my god, you suck.
I told you I know what
I know,
happens.
but I didn't know how great a detail. But
Better
um,
not.
oh man, so I was thinking that this kind of episode kind of made me feel like maybe Captain Burns is kind of lying. I feel like it kind of maybe gave me hope that he might still be a good guy and that he
Mhm.
might side with the eighth just because of what the White Clad says when like they told him they or he told them to leave the area and just leave it to him solely. And it
Yeah.
seems like he's just kind of powering off and he hasn't really tried to hurt them like hurt them. So I'm thinking, and then they said like, and then the main white clad girl says like, oh, like if I could tell you weren't serious, I would have just brainwashed you, or like
Yeah.
manipulated you. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's thinking that way, like fully investing and thinking that way to like trick her into like not brainwashing him. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing some hints that maybe he's not a lost cause. So
You know,
that's my only speculation for why that this episode didn't really felt like it was dragging on, because I'm like, maybe they're trying to boom, next episode we get the reveal that he's a good guy and he's going
yeah.
to turn all of it against them.
I will say I only really know what happens like towards the end of the story and like the
Mm-hmm.
conclusion. So in between stuff, I'm totally blind. So
Okay.
that's a good theory. Yeah, we'll see in the next couple episodes, I guess.
So you can't you don't you genuinely
I don't
couldn't
know.
confirm. Okay.
No.
Okay, sweet, that's good. That's awesome. So yeah, well then would you like to throw your opinion about that, or like?
No, that's good. I didn't even think of that. I'm just kind of I just assumed he's just part with
Yeah,
like with the White Cloud now, so
yeah.
I didn't think about it too much.
And then especially we get that little part too where those two priests are sitting down and they're like, well, Captain Burns knows, like, he's like, I trust him fully, and like
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing.
That's a good
So
point
that's why I'm
actually,
like,
yeah.
okay, so we're getting all these like hints that like he knows like he's a good guy. So I'm like, all right, maybe he, I don't know. So I'm hoping that maybe he's a good guy still.
Yeah.
So just speculation, but it's just a theory. So yeah, but it was
Game theory.
yeah, I'm hoping next episode we get maybe some more fights, and it kind of just seems like, yeah, like I mean, watching like Tamaki fight and then Maki and then the vice captain, like he just didn't feel threatening. Like I'm just don't
Yeah.
see like the umph and the power, and that's why I think I needed to really go rewatch Fire Force. But
Yeah.
I didn't remember, and I didn't remember any of them being that OP. So I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know how strong the White Clad are, so I don't know if it's gonna be like even fights or
I feel
like,
like the only really OP people in the eighth were Shinra and Arthur.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, that's about it.
So
I mean, other people were strong, but like
yeah,
not like them two.
that's because I don't remember Arthur being that strong, but I think he does have that one fight right in season two. Is that what it
I think
is?
so.
Yeah. So
I don't
we'll
remember to be
see.
honest.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, but
Yeah,
hopefully we're not coping.
maybe.
So yeah, but I'm still here for it. I'm still invested. I'm still gonna keep watching. So I will say, Ben, I feel like the openings this season are kind of lacking.
Yep.
Okay,
I
good.
don't think I've watched a single opening this
Yeah, I
season.
think the
Just being
Vigilantes
real.
one has been okay. The Fire Force one, I'm just not rocking with really.
No, I don't think anyone is.
What is the other show? Loser Ranger. I don't remember it actually. I think I need
I don't.
to
Yeah, I
see
don't
it again.
remember the opening.
And then Love or Can a Boy Girl Relationship is just like your standard rom com
Yeah.
one. So yeah, nothing's blown me away this so far, man. So I think so far, if I'd have to give it to somebody, it'd be Solo Leveling season two for my Crunchyroll awards for next year. So yeah, we'll see. But
Yeah.
that's funny. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got for this episode, Ben. You got anything else?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Alrighty. Well, it's gonna do it, man. Unfortunately, no Chainsaw Man chapter this week, so nothing to look forward to,
Oh,
sadly.
boo.
I know. But hey, is it true, Ben? I don't know if it was legit. Did I hear something about Naruto season two? Or Boruto season two?
Did you? I didn't hear anything.
I didn't know
I
if
didn't
that
see
was
anything
legit on
on
Twitter. It might be fake. It probably was fake.
my news source.
Nothing from Boruto. Let's see. I might just be tripping. I thought I saw something about that though.
Oh,
Oh,
it's in production.
in production. Boruto is coming back, ladies and gentlemen.
Boruto Part 2 officially confirmed.
Oh man.
Peak.
It's
Great.
yeah,
It's great.
it is. It is. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be happening soon then, I guess, for all you five Boruto fans out there. At least the anime only fans. Boruto anime only fans.
I don't think
So
those exist.
yeah, so that's funny. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the podcast. We love you guys, and we will see you all next week with another episode. We don't got many of these left, man, or at least many of the ones where I'll be here. So 3 more, actually. That's crazy. No, yeah. Oh my God. Wait, that day I moved
How many
down.
times have you changed setups while I've been in this one?
Well, so it's funny. Whenever we started the podcast, we weren't doing face cam. So I never
No.
actually showed that place on camera. But I was living there.
Okay.
And then my second year, I was in that apartment complex that looked like a prison. And
Huh.
then after that, I moved into the townhome. So I've been to 4 places while recording, like living.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I've been 2. Well,
Yeah.
because whenever we were doing no face cams, how long did we do that for? I
A
feel like it
long
took us a
time,
while.
actually. Yeah. It
But I
genuinely
think I
took us
did
a long
that
time.
up until I moved into this place. No, I was at another place before.
Really?
So I guess I've only been in 2 different setups.
Wait, you were in a different place when you were doing this?
I think when we
Honest,
were
I know we talked.
doing no face cams, but by the time we were doing face cams, I was
Oh,
here.
oh, okay, okay. I see, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds
I
about right.
think. I don't really know.
Yes, because I remember. Yeah, what did I say?
Oh, also, I figured out how to set up my camera as a webcam,
Oh, nice.
but I need to figure out how to power it.
Did I make sure it stays on?
Yeah, but I have it set
Wow.
up. It's pointed at me,
I
and
didn't
I made sure it
realize.
worked.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 6. 6 times 4 is 20. 24.
Or, yep.
And then 25, 26. It took us 26 episodes to get off of no face
Are you
cams.
serious?
That's insane. I didn't think we did no face cams for that long. What took us so long? That's crazy. That is genuine. Yeah, by the time we did the podcast, you were in this place. So you've been here for a long time,
Oh,
man.
really? Yeah, because I think I remember moving into this place, and I went to Best Buy and bought a face cam like the same day.
God, your setup is barren, bro. You're in the back of your wall. That's wild. How you've evolved. It's 2 years
Mhm.
ago, yeah. A lot's changed since this, yeah. Oh my god. And the comment on that video. It's funny.
What is that?
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching this episode. We'll be back. And then, yeah, hopefully the next time after I'm done with this place and move into my new place, that's going to be the spot for years to come. So I'm excited. I cannot wait, Ben, to like move into this new place because it's going to be like my home. And I'm hoping that if it's just me living alone, I want to have like an office. So
An office?
yeah.
I think you're setting your hopes
I am, but I don't
a
know.
little high.
Maybe I'll put the office in like the living room because I'll be living alone. So we'll see, or something like that. I don't know.
Are you going for like a house?
I might.
Like you want to rent out a house?
We might do a house. I can tell you about the logistics afterwards, but so yeah, it's just a theory, a game theory. But anyways, yeah, like we said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this week's episode. We'll be here next week for some more anime news. Hopefully, Ben will have caught up on can a boy-girl relationship
I
survive,
probably will.
so that way we can talk about it. So, yes. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys. We'll see you all next week. Arrivederci.
Bye bye.